Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we're going to begin the code that's going to allow us to save our shadow type and resolution. So we'll begin with shadow type for now. We'll definitely not get all this done in one lesson, but let's carry on as fast as we can. So we have the graphic option, game manager and launch manager scripts open. So please pause the video and open all three scripts if you haven't already done so. And we're going to begin by making some changes to this enum. And the reason why is I've had a few issues when it comes to saving, and sometimes it's being overridden. So the easiest way to fix this is we're actually going to do the same as we did for the anti-aliasing. So we'll need to change this block, but let's come down here for now. So we'll create of type string, and we'll need to give this a name. So underscore shadow type names, we'll change it to that, equals new string. We'll open and close the square brackets, and sorry, should have opened and closed the square brackets there as well. So let's have a look here. Obviously we need to change this now, so we need speech marks either side, and we need to do this for every single one of these lines. You can delete the equals and the number, but please remember to leave the commas on these two lines. And again, we don't need the comma on this line, but we'll delete the equals too. And we'll come after the closed brackets and we'll close the line off. So let's now go to game manager, and here we're going to create of type public static, and we want of type string underscore shadow type. I'm going to use level. It's probably not the best way of wording things, but I've used level for the quality and anti-aliasing also. So just to keep the naming conventions consistent, but you can obviously name it any way you like. So it defines the shadow type for the game. And we'll just save that off for now. So with these now changed, and let's have a look here. I'm actually going to move AA names, so let's just move that under quality settings. We'll actually get rid of the enum for MSAA names. I don't think we'll actually be requiring that, so we'll delete it for now, just so they're in a certain order. And it's the same order they appear in left to right. So quality, AA, shadow type, shadow resolutions. And let's just get the shadow type up and working, or the coding type. So let's come down. Don't worry about that, it just happens. It's just the way my recording software works. So here we go, shadow type settings. And let's have a look. We'll create an if statement. As you can see, I'm just putting it near the very top, just below this one line. Underscore current. Let's have a look. Did I create a variable? I did. Current shadow type name. Don't know why that wasn't coming up on the IntelliSense, but never mind. So shadow quality double equals shadow quality dot disable dot toString. Let's open and close brackets there. Underscore selected shadow type. So selected shadow type, let's go up. Let's have a look. Okay, I thought I had created a variable. But never mind, let's come up to the top and we'll create a private string. Let's have a look. I'll put it here. Selected shadow type. And we're going to put equals, 2 speech marks for an empty string, and we'll just use the same comment as we use for the other empty strings. Creates an empty string to store the selected shadow type. And let's come down here. Now we'll use that underscore selected shadow type is going to equal underscore shadow type level, which I think was we've called this. So shadow type names is what we used. Shadow type names, open and close square brackets. Inside the brackets we're going to say 0 and we'll close the bracket. And let's get that into the comments. So we'll say if, and we'll just copy and paste this naming convention in. And I should say I apologise in this lesson if I don't sound as organised as I usually do. The reason for the break in videos is I had a rather nasty chest infection, and this is the first day I felt up to recording, and I'm trying to get it all done in a little bit of a rush, but never mind, we'll carry on. So if current selected shadow type name equals, and we'll just put disabled Next line, then select the set the selected shadow type to 0 in, and again we'll just copy and paste that naming convention in. And luckily the next part's really easy, we can just copy and paste that in. And again, so in the first line we'll change to hard only. And we'll change it into comments. Selected shadow type to 1. And we need to change it here as well. And here to all. In the comments. And this to 2. And this to 2 also. And we'll need another line of code. So underscore selected shadow type is going to equal the underscore selected shadow type. No, sorry, shadow type. Oh dear. So it's the actual naming convention from Game Manager we want. First off, so underscore shadow type level equals the selected shadow type. We'll close the line off. We'll say set the first naming convention underscore shadow type level to equal the selected shadow type. And now we have that in place. Let's come down to the buttons. And we can actually put the code here. We did it differently in the GA, but you can do it here as well. Makes no difference. So, like I usually do, I'm going to do this multiple different ways. And I'm going to put underscore shadow type level equals underscore shadow type names, open and close the square brackets, 0 inside, and then close the line off. So let's get this into the comments. Then set again shadow type level to 0 in shadow type names. So let's just paste that in. And we'll copy this and we'll paste it in for hard shadows only button. We'll change it to a 1. And let's change that to 1 also. And for all the shadows, we'll change that to 2, and we'll change it to 2 here. Let's just get rid of that empty line. Don't need that. So let's make sure that script is saved off and the Game Manager. And now we'll come to the Launch Manager script and we'll come to the void start. So we're going to begin with underscore shadow type level is going to equal the player prefs dot, we want to get a string this time, open and close brackets, inside the brackets, little speech marks, and let's close that line off. In fact, no, I didn't. Sorry, I'm just going to come back to the graphics options script. That's me not looking properly, sorry. I already thought we had the save code in, and then something just clicked. So we'll come here after the buttons, before the GUI.enggroup, player prefs dot set string, open and close brackets, inside the brackets, little speech marks again, and let's have shadow type level again. Come just before the close brackets, we're going to say comma underscore shadow type level, come to the end of the line, close it off into the comments, and we're just going to put save shadow type level, and then we can copy that naming convention and we'll paste it in. Just as I was typing this line out, I just thought I couldn't remember if I put this line in. I thought I had, but never mind, let's carry on. So let's get this into the comments. We'll use this naming convention again. We'll put level value is equal to string of, again we'll use this naming convention, and again you can always put from player prefs if you like. Let's come here and we're going to create another set of if blocks, but let's go along. So underscore shadow type level double equals shadow, and again I'll just come back. So underscore shadow type names, open and close square brackets, and inside those brackets we're going to put a 0, and we'll enter there, and we're going to say quality settings dot shadows equals shadow quality dot disable. Close the line off. Now don't worry about this red error, and we're going to put, say, if this naming convention again equals 0 in shadow type names, then set shadows to disabled, and let's just copy and paste that. We'll paste it in here, and again, so we'll just change it again to 1 here, disabled to hard only, and again here, and finally to equal to in comments, select all, and we'll put that in there. So we need to reference this string. So I'm actually, to be honest, I think I'm actually going to move both of these. So I'm going to move the AA as well. I suppose things like this really should be in the game manager anyway, so let's paste those in. We'll just change from private to public static. Public static string, let's just make sure all of that is saved off. So now both of those are in the game manager script. Save all. Right, we've come back to launch manager and we'll save that off there. I am not going to test it in this lesson because it's getting long enough already, so let's get the code for the shadow resolution saving in place, and then we'll test them both out all together. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.